So today we have the Estes Syncro quadcopter. The box claims it's the world's smallest quadcopter. I don't think that's really true. I know I've seen drones that are smaller than this in YouTube videos, so maybe they just mean it's the world's smallest, like, commercially available quadcopter, or one you can buy at retail. In any case, you can see it's still very small, and you can see it's manufactured in May, so it's a fairly new product. So we're gonna open the box and see what it looks like firsthand. And there's the drone, and then underneath there are the controls. I don't quite understand why the controls are so small. I mean, it's pretty neat to be flying a tiny drone, but why does that mean the controls have to be shrunk as well? My hands certainly didn't shrink. They look pretty typical. There's a couple toggle buttons and then the on-off switch, but other than that, they're pretty standard for a remote control drone. The USB cable seems like it's going to be proprietary to this drone, and it comes with a set of replacement rotors. I'm going to take off these rubber bands, and then you can get a feel for how big the drone is. My hands aren't obnoxiously huge, so you can see that it's quite a small drone, maybe 2 inches each way. So we're going to take this out and see how it flies. It's probably not the best day to be flying this particular drone. It's sort of breezy, and that makes the drone very flighty, hard to control. But because the drone flies so aggressively, it's able to cut back against the wind a bit. It's just hard to hover in the same spot. As you can see, if you have the room to fly it indoors, it actually works much better, but because it's so fragile, it could be damaged if you're constantly running it into walls or furniture or pets. So So after flying it, I think this drone is fun. It looks awesome, and I think it's a pretty good deal. It costs about $30 to $45 depending on where you purchase it from. Some other commercially available drones cost 2 or 3 times as much and just aren't as fun to fly. Underneath the drone is basically an integrated circuit board. There's no wiring to the motor, so if these legs of the circuit board break off, you probably need to replace the entire thing. You probably just can't solder new wires on. The body itself can be removed, so you can either run it without the body or replace it with a different one. And as you can see, there's the battery and the processors. The body itself just kind of snaps back on there. One thing I like about this is that when it starts to run low on battery, it basically just glides to the ground and sits there with the lights on. As you can imagine, this thing can be pretty hard to spot in the grass, so the light staying on even after the drone doesn't have enough power to fly is a pretty cool design. And to turn this thing on, there's a really tiny switch right here in the back of the unit. As you can see, it's got these really neat lights. The flashing blue lights indicates that it's looking for the controls, and the red lights just kind of indicate where the back of the drone is, which is helpful when you're flying. So as I showed you before, this is the remote, and after flying it, it still is unnecessarily small, but the controls seem pretty solid. The sticks respond to even small inputs, and the drone adjusts accordingly. to turn the drone on, you slide this button over, and the drone will beep saying it's ready to go, and then you can take off. As always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel for more. Thank you.